Grand Rising. How are you guys? Don't mind my messy cart. This is where I'll be keeping all my tarot, my, all my goodies. All right, so hi. How's everyone doing? I hope that you are all okay. Thank you. I have a lot to say as usual. So, I already pulled out our one card for what we're going to be talking about today, and I also have some new friends. I have astrological dices as well as houses and zodiac. So shout out to my sister Kayleen for getting me this for my birthday so we can use this. So why I'm using the astrological dices today is because happy spring equinox. So according to ancient astrology, today is the first day of the astrological year. So it's like a new year for us. A lot of times there's many new years that happen, right? You have the regular one that everybody celebrates in the United States. Then you have the Chinese New Year. Then you have your birthday, which is a new year. So there's so many different types of new years going on. And good grand rising to everyone who has joined. Hey, Luisa. Hey, Keisha. And so today is Aries season starting, right? Y'all already know I be getting hyped because it's my season. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Aries. Aries is the zodiac sign of me, and it deals with the ego, right? So this is where we get our, I want to say, our attitude from a little bit, of where we sit back and we think about ourselves. That's what they say a lot of times. Aries people are selfish, they harsh, and all these aspects comes to how they carry themselves. Aries is the first zodiac sign of all 12 zodiac signs. So just think about what happens to an Aries. Everything happens to them first. So right now what's going to be happening for us is a lot of fresh new ideas are going to come to us out of the blue. And we're being called to take action on some of those ideas because Aries is a masculine sign. It's a sign of doing. It's a sign of yin. No, pardon me, yang. So you guys know yin yang. Yang is the masculine, the doing, the working hard, and all those things. And then the yin is the feminine, working with at the nighttime, working with the moon. And so when it comes to Aries, we are now going to be feeling that we need to take action. But what's really happening for this year is taking action within ourselves before we take action. My dogs are disrespectful. Zeus, what are you doing? So right now it's taking action within ourselves. We've been beating ourselves up for so long that we don't understand how we're doing this. So a lot of times when we I'm not paying attention to him. A lot of times when we do things, we second guess ourselves, and then we start beating ourselves up like, oh, you stupid, you should have never did that, that was dumb, and all these doubts come in. So for this season, what we're being asked to do is to just dive right into how we truly want to feel and treat ourselves, so that way other people can treat us that way as well. So these next 4 weeks in Aries is going to be, I want to say, an amazing one if you tune into yourself. And each and every day, using the calendar that I have for you guys, take time out for yourself. Take time out for yourself and understand that it's going to be like, some of us might even change our appearance, where every season is all about taking that initiative. So we might even, like y'all see already, I already started with some wigs and shit like that. And so your personality comes into place, how you are going to present yourself out into the world. And again, checking in on that ego, because the low vibrational aspect of Aries is being impatient. Someone who basically starts something but does not finish. So you might be inclined to start things and be happy about it, but then don't finish it. And so be careful with that, because it's something that you can start something now, and in 6 months it can be something amazing. But do you have the ability and the diligency to be able to finish what you started. So this is what Aries season is bringing in for you guys. So like I said, for those of you who just tuned in, I'm going to be checking out what house, and I'll explain to you what house is being affected from Aries 2021 to Aries 2022. So this, you guys know I'm doing deep readings nowadays. So this energy is going to be for the rest of the year. So this is why I tell you guys, go get your notebooks and things like that so you can keep your little notes and figuring this out. It's like becoming a mad scientist for yourself to aspire. Isn't that cool? And so with that being said, I'm also gonna do a little shout out to my Buy Me a Coffee crew. I truly appreciate you guys for the support. Today, unknowingly, I didn't realize that it was the spring equinox. Don't beat me up for that. I've been all over the place. And so today we start a manifestation method that I sent you guys. So go right ahead. Us starting together with this manifestation method amplifies the energy. So I did my work of creating the it's for 5 days we doing this manifestation challenge. And yeah, if you guys need any assistance in doing that, I'm going to be posting something every day. I'm doing it myself. We pretty much picking an intention and writing it out for a specific amount of days and a specific amount of times just to be able to see that manifestation come through. So that's pretty exciting. Make sure that you guys see that. I have yoga on Friday the 26th at 7 a.m. For those of you who are not members, it's $7. If you are a member, it's free, and we'll be doing that very early. If you cannot catch it live, it'll be posted as a replay so you can do it yourself when you can. And then the 28th, on my birthday, we are doing Reiki Healing for those of you who are members, and we're going to be working on the back chakra. So that one is going to be a bit intense. So if you can be there live, that would be great. If you're not there live, we'll discuss on, how you're going to do it, so that way I can pay attention to your energy, because it's going to be one that's really, really deep. We're clearing up the back chakras. So how y'all doing though? How was everybody's weekend? Yes, Luis says an Aries. Yes. So it's really, and us as Aries, we tend to experience a lot of this energy that's coming onto the planet, that is shifting. We experience it a little bit earlier than usual, and that is because of us being the first ones to be in the forefront. So Aries people are they are aggressive. I'm getting that. Okay, Spirit, we are aggressive, but at the same time, we initiators, and we're technically not really scared to do anything, even though we are scared, but we still do it. It's like we are there. We are the brave ones. We're the ones that, all right, you don't want to go in that dark room? Well, guess what? I'm going to go in that dark room. I'm going to get my flashlight, or 1,000 flashlights, but I'm going to go in there, and we set that tone to lead the way. So this is the energy that we all are going to be embodying for the next 3 to 4 weeks. All right, so buy me a coffee. Don't forget to get your calendar so you can do something for yourself every week. And we'll be doing more videos here. So I'll be hopping in during the week to do different type of videos for you guys. So with that being said, the spring equinox is today. Take care of yourself, drink a lot of water, ground yourself, because there's a lot of energy that's coming into the planet to open us up. Spring equinox is about a portal that's bringing in change for all of us, should you be open to receive it. So do less today, do less. I know yesterday, like I said, it hit me earlier. So that transition that happened between Pisces and Aries, like it literally had my whole entire body hurting. And I barely did a lot yesterday. And I walk a lot, but I barely did a lot. And my body was just done. Like I was just so exhausted. And so that's also how you can tell when the energies are shifting. Because now we're going to feel more peppy, more cuter. Okay, so with that being said, I also will be pulling out a lesson for everyone so you guys can pay attention to what is Spirit asking you to pay to shift, right? This is what area in your life is being asked to shift so that you can be able to use the energy wisely. All right. So, CeeLo time. I know you guys know I'm from the hood. All right. So let's just center ourselves for those of you who are on right now. Inhale, exhale. And just know that you have a whole year to embody this. So it's about taking your time, because again, Aries is impulsive, so they tend to rush and do things. Take your time doing this so that you can be able to pretty much not literally trip over yourself, right? Rushing to be somewhere where you're gonna be anyways, because if you believe in yourself, you know that what you're manifesting and what you're going for is already yours. So just take your steps to get there, your daily steps. All right, so just because it's Aries season, I'm not gonna start with us first because we always want to be first. So I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna go ahead and start with Pisces. So Pisces, when it comes to you, what area spirit wants you to work on is the 7th house, right? And the 7th house is about partnership, relationships, awareness of how you treat others, how you treat yourself. So right now, Pisces, it's about who you want in your life for the rest of the year. Who are you agreeing to marry? Who are you agreeing to create business partnerships with? How is your family situations going? So for the rest of the year, what's happening for you is focusing on your 7th house, which has to do with relationships. And the planet that's going to be affecting it, which is pretty funny, right? Is going to be Mars. And why I say it's funny is because Mars is the planet that rules Aries. So there's going to be intense changes when it comes to your relationships with other people, and not with yourself, because Aries is relationships with yourself, right? So this is relationships with other people, with your children, with your boss. You might be even considering being an entrepreneur and signing specific contracts. So just be aware of that. And then so spirit is asking you to seriously change with the 5 of Swords. Change the way, and it's in reverse, so change the way you speak to yourself, change the way you treat other people. If your energy is negative when it comes to other people, allow yourself to let all of that go and move forward with what you need to do when it comes to building a relationship and partnership that you're happy with. So this is really about letting go of everybody else. You see all those people? Leaving all those people behind and not allowing your mind to trick you to get back with these people that don't appreciate you. All right? And that could be friends, family. It doesn't even matter. It's about, right now, it's about who you are and how you're going to present yourself in the world and how other people are going to treat you. And if they're not treating you good, it's time to end all of that. So for the rest of the year, until next year, Spirit wants you to work on your 7th house, which is relationships, and the planet of aggression is the one that's going to be assisting you. But when you think about Mars, you think about just being able to still have the ability to initiate things. So you'll have the energy to motivate yourself to do these changes. So it's hard, but you have the planet of Mars to assist you with that. All right? And the lesson, remain centered. As you do these changes, allow yourself to be in your authentic self, meaning allow your feelings to guide you as opposed to your logic, right? Because your logic is going to, the masculine energy is playing out. So your logic is going to trick you into saying, no, this person still helps me out, when in your heart is saying, no, this person only helps me out once a year. So it says, focus on conscious tranquility. No matter how stressful the day is, your intention is to remain centered and calm. Your goal, to learn that you can control your psychic energy. So no matter what, you have control over what's happening when it comes to your relationships. All right. So we moving on to Aquarius. Let me know if y'all like these dices. Oh, Aquarius, you got the 8th house and you got Neptune. I mean, all right. So you got the 8. Oh, you got. Oh, wow. All right, Aquarius. This. Okay. Wow. 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 This is a lady named Sagrada La Poderosa. She'd be like, wow. 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 So what's shifting for you, Aquarius, is your 8th house. Your 8th house has to do with sex, death, money with other people, circulating, sharing resources. And it would make sense because of the Aquarian energy that's happening right now. It's time for you to start partnering up with other people. So it's a lot of death to the old you, the way you used to manage partnerships and sharing resources. So it's more of like, not that you didn't give in the past, but now Spirit is asking you for this year, embody and initiate sharing with other people and creating resources that's going to help other people, as well as money. So right now is about believing that you're abundant, believing that the money that you have is going to be able to circulate and help other people. So opening up that mindset. For you, I'm also getting some type of partnership, even if it's a side hustle, so you can start assisting. And with the planet Pluto, Pluto is about transformation, and Pluto is about to go into retrograde soon, next month, and that kind of like shifts our transformation. Our transformation kind of doesn't go that forward. So you want to take into consideration that the 8th house is going to be a space for you to linger in for the rest of the year, to understand the real concept of giving and receiving and partnering up with people. This can also, when it comes to death, it can also be endings in jobs, endings in relationships, so that you can start building the relationships that are going to be good for you. And definitely with the Queen of Cups, this talks about relationships. Here we go. Look at this. So if some of you guys, some of you Aquarius are not in a physical relationship, this person is going to be coming up in the next following 7 to 8 months. But it's going to be up to you to allow this to happen. This has to do with the sign of Scorpio. So Aquarius, and thinking about how a Scorpio is and what they stand for, transformation, investigation, being able to sit in the occult thought frame, meaning like into spirituality, the mystery of it, and things like that. So you can all, some of you guys can also be partnering up with people to heighten your spirituality, and that transformation is coming through. And as that comes through, for those of you who are not in a relationship, are going to be partnered up with someone who's going to understand you now, Aquarius. So let me know what happens in a year. And this also for yourself, it also talks about, again, you allowing people to assist you. Cups is about emotions, being able to transform your emotions this year to be open to receive is something that Spirit wants you to embody. All right, I'm moving backwards, y'all. So, and the lesson, we're gonna start an astrological group if you guys are interested. I know not everyone is interested, so that's why I'm gonna start the group, so that those who are, we're gonna be lit. Got workbooks for y'all and everything. All right, so they're asking you to do less this year. So when it comes to the 8th house and Pluto, it's also a masculine energy in a sense, so it's a lot of doing. So they want you to make sure that the less that you do, the more open you are to see the shifts that you need to do. Because when we do a lot, we tend to not reflect. So Spirit wants you to reflect as you're making this transformation. So doing less, for instance, instead of working 7 days a week, work 5 days a week, and those 2 days you are able to reflect on what has been happening in your life and how you're connecting with other people. Assess your level of doing for others. Examine whether you overextend yourself to the point that you become unnecessarily exhausted. Why is that? Is your health worth it? Your goal to confront your core reasons for risking your health unnecessarily. And that goes back to skipping out on your healing and your movements to assist others, and then sit back and wonder why things has not been moving forward for yourself, because you continue to give your energy to other people. There's nothing wrong with that, but when your cup is empty, what we doing? All right. Capricorn. Yeah, I don't be messing up when I go backwards, right? What y'all think? I'm dyslexic? I'm probably It's okay. I know I have some learning disabilities since I was younger. That's for sure. Because I was in resource room, which is a space where it is right before going into special education. But that was because I had a rough childhood when it came to education. Y'all remember that I speak Spanish and English, so that was definitely one of those. Hey. Hi. All right. So you, Capricorn, you have the first house. So for you, where you at? Right here. Wait. All right. You have the first house, and the first house is about Aries, right? So you think about Aries season for Capricorns is shifting the way you present yourself in the world. Your appearance is going to be changing within the next year. The way you take care of yourselves and the way you take care of others. You will be building new relationships based on I'm hearing the way you treat yourself. So if you're treating yourself poorly, then that's what you're going to be attracting for the rest of the year. So we want to pick that up, Capricorn, and this is the chance for you, especially with the transformation that just happened in the last 10 years for you. This is definitely asking you to let go of all of that and change your appearance. And so what's happening here is you have the South Node here. And so for the rest of the year, the South Node is going to be in Sagittarius. So when it comes to your religion, when it comes to your freedom, when it comes to traveling, when it comes to exploring different dimensions, as far as, oh, for y'all, some of y'all Capricorns are going into different dimensions. Ooh. But let's bring it back for those of us who are here. When it comes to your education, philosophy, some of you guys might be getting certified in something else that's totally different than what you had in the past. Others of you may be publishing a book. So these are the things that are coming up for some of you Capricorns. And so it's important for you to take some time out for yourself and travel, plan out for the rest of the year where you're going to be going, whether it's for a couple of days, because that's going to assist you in your transformation on who you are and how you want to present yourself when it comes to your personality and just pretty much the things that you initiate. What are you're going to be thinking about, like, what am I going to initiate and what am I going to be known for? Yeah, with the Tower card, it's definitely a huge transformation, because as you go through the illusion of knowing that what is in front of you is not true or real, you start understanding the shift that needs to change. In other words, not true or real, meaning you don't believe in that belief anymore. So if you was in a space of I'm not enough, you're moving from that. And as you move from that, it starts breaking down. And as it starts breaking down, you start shifting your personality, showing internally and externally that you are enough and that you are worthy of things. So that's what's happening for you this year. And so with the fire, I'm getting that it's going to be good for you to if you are this type of Capricorn, to burn things, burn paper, burn paper. Write out, like, for the rest of the full moons that are coming up, go get your calendars on Google, is anywhere, and write that down, and just pretty much use that energy to let go of specific things when it comes to your life, so you can be able to move away from that, because there's a lot of energy, Capricorns, that needs to start dying out. all right? And with these people right here, it's more of like the different personalities that you may have had because of you being a mother. Some of you guys say father, so being a mother, being a father, being a wife, just so many things. And then, so right now they're asking you to shift that in, and it's gonna be okay for you. You're gonna do great. And I see next year, February, you're gonna feel that change and see it wholeheartedly. But throughout the months that are coming up, you're going to see the change every month as you tune into yourself and make those changes. You're going to start seeing them. And your lesson, relinquish control. Identify one person you feel the need to control and think about why that power is so essential to you. What do you fear if your hold is released? Your goal to recognize how much stress is generating in your body through the need to control someone else. So pay attention again. This is all about you got the first house. So forget about everybody else. Forget about who hurt you and trying to control that pain that they caused or that you are allowed to come in and accept. So these are the things that you want to start asking yourself. And as you let go of that control of that person actually hurting you, make that decision to not be around that person or place or thing, you know. So let go of the control of yeah uh, of accepting specific information to move you forward. So some of you guys are only taking in the information that's going to help you like manifest money, and that's cool, but what about your spiritual side? Are you leaving your spiritual side behind? Have less control or what's actually going to be coming into fruition for yourself, but make those initiative goals to have those steps ready for yourself. So basically pretty much giving yourself that ability to go with the flow and not have too much. So what does it mean to have too much control over your intentions? Say, thank you, universe, for giving me $1,000 today or this week. Thank you, universe, for giving me $1,000 this week. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I put it in the present tense. I put it in the past tense. I already received it. I believe in it. So now I'm letting it go. So I'm not going to be thinking about this all day. I'm just going to let it go. And so that is putting in your intentions and then letting it go, and you go about your damn business. And then the next day you do it again and manifest that way. But the whole more of control that I see for you is when you're manifesting, you waiting to see when it's gonna come, and it's just like, chill, bro, it's gonna come through. All right, Cap. All right. So we got Sagittarius. Lies. No, yeah. I was about to say. Now I got it right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you got the 8th house. I don't know, y'all. Hold on. You got the 8th house, and you also got Venus. So with the 8th house, we already talked about this. The 8th house is about Scorpio rules the 8th house, and then it talks about marriage, partnership, share resources. Some of you Sagittarius may have gotten into a relationship, and so now that relationship is going to come into fruition for you, but it's about you understanding that this relationship is a little bit different. And this relationship could be with your work, right? Because it talks about resources. So how you used to deal with relationships in the past, this Aries Equinox year is bringing in the ability for you to connect in a different way, connect in a spiritual way, connect in a way that is going to be based on beauty, right? Venus is the planet of beauty, femininity, art, imagination, and so you want to bring in that balance into your relationship. And for the next year, if some of you are in a relationship or are going to be in a relationship, Spirit is asking you guys to embody that Venus energy. Go more into your feminine side, right? Because as a fire sign, we tend to be masculine, right? So we in that space of doing, and and just Miss Independent, Mr. Independent, whatever it is that you guys are doing, right now is the time to embody for the rest of the year that Venus energy. And it goes back to doing less. And so again, with the eighth house is about who you sharing your resources with, what are you letting go of, right? And I'm hearing definitely being in tune with your health for some of you Sagittarius, and knowing how your health is also impacting your relationships. Buenos dias, buenos dias, buenos dias. And so with that being said, you guys always go back and check out what the eighth house is and what Venus is, so you guys can understand a little bit more. And then Venus also rules Libra. So by Venus ruling Libra, it brings in balance. So you will be getting a lot of balance when it comes to this area of your life. Be letting go of people and jobs may be a little bit more easier for you this astrological year. Yeah, and with the Seven of Cups in reverse, it's about you making those choices. The Seven of Cups is about deciding if you're going to accept. Where you at? There you go. Deciding if you're going to accept that loving relationship. You see that rose? Rose to me, and I learned this from someone who I met. I'm not gonna say no more than. And they did express that rose is a flower of death, right? And so think about the thorns that it has, and even though it's beautiful, is rose bushes and roses are one of the flowers that die quickly. So here is a little bit different because this rose is illuminated. So this rose is like, this is the path that spirit's like, this is for you. But look at you, Sagittarius, just running away from whatever it is, any type of healing or any type of shift that's going to happen. So this is where spirit is saying, are you ready for this shift to happen? Because if you decide that you're not ready, with the Seven of Cups, we're going to assist you to become ready. Because with this number 7 is when spirit starts chiming in, and it's just like, hey, we're nudging you, we're pushing you. So you have to trust yourself and believe in yourself that you deserve all of this that you're creating. Because again, I always tell you guys this, sometimes we're in a space of initiating and creating what we want, and then we forget, and then 6 months later it comes through, and you're like, holy shit, I remember saying this, but I'm not ready for it. And that's the part where spirit's like, I brought this to you because you said that you was ready, and now you're not ready. I'm a little bit confused. And so really understanding that you call this in and is ready for you to grab. So what are you gonna do, Sag? What are you gonna do? See God in all things. And the number 7 came out. So Sag right now is allowing yourself to follow your intuition and what spirit has in store for you. So it says, put yourself in a slow motion and observe everything and everyone through the lens of, this is sacred and it speaks to me. How does that change your environment? Your goal, to learn the spiritual practice of seeing God in all things. I don't really need to explain that, right? Every step, and whatever God you believe in, it doesn't even matter, but believe in something that you know is making you feel good inside. So see God in all things, from your children to your food to your toilet tissue. I always do that. Nosy. All right. So for my Scorpios, you got the house 5. And the house 5 is romance, children, creativity. It's the house that is connected to, let me see, the 5th house. Who's it connected to? Oh, Lord. Because I know it's Cancer. Leo. I was going to get it. Alright, so the 5th house is connected to Leo. So right now for the next year or so, Spirit wants you to dive deep into your creativity, dive deep into creating the family that you desire, whether if it's having a dog. Create that family that you desire, create that security, because it talks about creating your personality and in the sense of surviving, right? Surviving in a space where you feel comfortable to share your dreams and your talents. Is also a space of serving. So, being able to use your Leo is about the heart. So, being able to go with your feelings and not this logic brain to be able to create what you want. And then you got Mars again. So, when it comes to you, Scorpio, I want to say with the Mars energy and you being Pluto, these transformations can come really, really fast. So is it could be in the mass of a week where you're asking for something and boom, there goes a partner. Boom, there goes a job. So remember that in Aries season you initiate things, but we tend not to forget. I mean, tend not to finish it. So you want to embody all these things of saying to yourself, if you're going to be committed in creating a family, if you're going to be committed in building this partnership, you're going to be committed in creating, I don't know, resin ashtrays or whatever the case might be. Go right ahead and make that commitment and stay to it, right? Because a lot of us get motivated to do things, but do we stay committed? So right now, Spirit is asking you, should you decide to get into this partnership, this new job, this new creative flow, stick with it. Stick with it and see what will turn out for you, right? Because with the Knight of Wands, taking those steps to that initiative is going to allow you to transform. Here, this person is going to school. This person could be going into a covenant, like, pretty much going into the cult. With you, Scorpio, I would see that happening. But this talks about I'm going inside of here and I'm coming out a little bit different. So, some of you guys may be also having dreams where you, okay, that's not for everybody, that you may be in dreams teaching, and through those teachings in your dreams you bring it down here and actually start creating things for us humans to follow and transform. So this is a very transformational year for you, and it definitely has to do with your creativity. So just, and again, the creative flow could be in any form. It could be more creative at work, more creative with your relationship, with your kids. Some of you guys may be um, just pretty much connecting more with your kids this time around. All right. And the lesson for you. See changes. Notice subtle changes. What did I say? That things are going to be moving pretty quick for you, right? So it says, color is power. Select the color you don't normally wear and introduce that into your wardrobe. This changes the energy in your field, including your sense of self, Aries. Your goal to discover how suitable, how sudden, sudden, subtle changes are. Come on, ladies. Subtle changes can increase or decrease your comfort level. And Scorpio, you guys are not very comfortable with changes and people watching you guys change. So that can also talk about that. And some of you guys love to wear dark colors. I get it. But I'm going to need you guys to start throwing in some other colors. Start matching up those colors with your chakras. Because as you match your colors with your chakras, if you don't know what your chakra is the basics. Well, this is just the minimum, but the seven wheels and spinning wheels inside of our system that provides energy for us, that can be over active or underactive, meaning that you can be in that energy too much or you're not too much in that energy. For instance, if your heart chakra is closed up, you might feel your chest being tight, you might be cold-hearted, you don't want to love anybody. But if you eat that piece of chocolate, your heart chakra is open, it's like, oh my god, I love this chocolate, and you in that feeling. So by you, Scorpio, changing your wardrobe to the chakras is going to assist you easily to create these changes for yourself when it comes to this creative side of yours. Okay, we up to Libra. Oh, Libra. Libra, you got the first house. Again, your appearance, excuse me, your appearance, your personality. How do you want to be shown into the world? Are you going to change the way you dress? Are you going to change your environment? Are you going to be moving? And that has to do with your emotions. So your emotions with the moon, your emotions, and that has to do with Cancer. So it's really embodying who you are and how you want your home to transform, because Cancer is about uh, feeling at peace at home. So some of you Libras haven't been feeling at peace or finding that balance. So for the rest of this astrological year, it's about your personality, how you're going to present yourself in the world, and how you are going to make that shift without caring about what people are saying, right? And so the moon is also feminine, right? So with the moon being feminine, is getting into your creative side, which you already have that, right? Because Venus rules your sign. So you want to make sure that you start actually bringing things into action. So this year is to bring stuff into fruition. So if you was scared, it's time to just come out and show us what you got for a pork chop. All right, unless you're vegan. And look at the Fool. You know that you have to start this new beginning. It's in reverse. It's like you know that you have to start this new beginning, and Spirit is just saying, go blindly into this new beginning. Drop everything and allow yourself to start, because it's that time. And look at the Moon. How synchronized is this? You have the Moon, the first house, and then you have here the Fool, which is initiation and new beginnings, and the Moon is there. Let's sit for a minute. Spirit, you nice. I love it. Because I can't make this up. So if you guys were thinking about doing something with dogs, or like if you're getting a dog, it will be good for you to do that as well, so that you can be able to have some type of companion and bring in some more compassion and love. Because animals do that for us. They help us embody compassion and love. And also clear was not yours. If you have anything that's your ex's, take that out the house. Use this time to do this little spring cleaning and let go. Be as light as possible this year, so that you can be able to really understand who you are, because right now understanding who you are is important. You carry around too much of other people's energy, and so by you literally staying into yourself, being aware of who you are, your I am presence is what your spirit wants you to embody. And the lesson, become better. Oh, Jay. Discover one thing that would make you better and more empowered at what you do and who you are, and make it a part of your routine. If this is difficult, identify why becoming better is something you wouldn't want to do. Your goal to recognize how and why you sabotage your empowerment. Need I say more? Time for you. All right. How's everybody feeling? We're going to go a little over because I'm doing these dices, but y'all know I don't care. Make sure you share. All right, we're moving along to, should I go to Virgo or should I go to Aries? Nah, let's go. Let's be patient, Aries. No, you guys, I do past life readings. So past life readings is very, very good for us to understand what energy is playing out. I know I did a past life reading for someone who struggles with money, and so when we found out that they actually in some of their past lives were struggling with money, and they actually was in a state of poverty, it made sense that they will be struggling with money this time around, because they had not cleared that energy up. So the importance of past life readings is to assist you in understanding what's happening, because a lot of times we're crying over energy that's ancient, that's old. It's like, bro, I don't need that in this lifetime, so I'm gonna need to clear this shit up. Yes. So past life energies assist you with that. So whenever you guys ready, I do those. I even took out a past life card of me and my sister. Me and my sister, not my sisters. Tía, ¿cómo está? Sí, estoy trabajando en eso. Feliz cumpleaños. Estoy trabajando en hablar en el español para poder dar las cartas, que es un poco diferente. Yo voy a hacer las cartas españolas para nosotros, que hablamos español, porque tú sabes que este tipo de tarot no es para, ¿cómo se llama? Para nuestra gente que habla español. Yo llevé estas cartas para Cuba y me dijeron que yo estoy haciendo con eso. Alright, so, Pisces. No, excuse me, Virgo. That's my aunt, y'all. I be having my aunts out here. All right. So Virgo, you have the 8th house, and the 8th house, it again, a lot of us is having to let go of a lot and trusting that when we share with others, it's going to be coming back to us. So with you, Virgo, I'm getting that you have this sense of giving too much, and then that's where the betrayal comes in. It's just like, I do a lot for other people and I get stabbed in the back. So for you, it's about picking and choosing and picking and choosing the people that you feel comfortable with. So that means that you have to step back for a little bit and work on your mental skills, right? Because here you have the North Node, and the North Node is in Gemini for the rest of the year. So it has to do with your mental thinking, and you got swords. The 4 of swords. Stabilize your mental thinking when it comes to partnerships so that you can be able to move forward in what's happening in your life. Because right now you're not trusting anybody, so that does not create partnerships for you. And if you have these ideas to move forward in different parts of your life, you may need some assistance from other people, especially if you're in a relationship. Your partner doesn't want you to do it by yourself. So if you feel that the partnership that you recently had is toxic and it's not helping you out, let it go. Because right now, what is coming in for you is allowing you to understand your worth, who you need to connect with, and how you're going to be bringing in those ideas with the South, or with the South, with the North Node and Gemini, is your creative ideas, how you're going to be speaking to other, how your mindset is going to be. So it's a full shift of your mindset on how you want to build these relationship and partnerships. So there's a lot of decluttering that's going to happen for you this year. Assess your relationships. Look at this. Identify one dynamic or components of a close relationship that's vital to your emotional and physical health. This is especially important if you're healing a particular relationship is causing you stress. If your relationship is a healthy union, then celebrate. Your goal to integrate your relationships into the quality of your life. So, Virgo, pretty much the 8th house, like I said, is about your relationship with other people. So figure out what's your relationship with other people. Make sure that it's something that you want to continue from now on. If they're not receptive to the giving and receiving, then let them go. If even if it is a bit, all right, yeah, some of you guys are business partners. For others of you, is an actual job. And it's going to be a little bit of a struggle in a sense of you letting go of that job when you monetarily feel like you need it. But whenever we let go of something, something better comes up. So set yourself up to be in a space of receiving new opportunities should you decide to let go of your job. All right. So we got Leo. Ooh. We got something new, y'all. Leo got the 11th house. And the 11th house is pretty much what you aspire. What are you contributing to society? What are you contributing to a group? So Leo right now is focusing on your goals, your worldly mission. Like, who are you going to connect with to start that art project for the kids in, I don't know, New Mexico or some shit? Or who are you going to partner up with to start that new tea shop? You know, so right now is finding your tribe. So for this year is you finding your tribe, knowing who you're connected with the age of Aquarius. Aquarius rules the 11th house. So it really talks about, good morning, Zoe. It really talks about you embodying that leadership. Because you're Leo ruling the heart, strength, leadership, you can't be hiding. Leo, you cannot fucking be hiding. Not this year. You cannot hide. Look at this. Spirit is saying, go to the groups. Your 11th house is popping right now. You have the strength and the ability to create groups. And here you are, Leo, and you're like, nah, I'm good. Leave me alone. With the 6 of Swords, you're balanced. You're balanced when it comes to your thoughts. Maybe it's not with these people. So yes, hide from these people, but it definitely is with other people. You are being called to connect with other people so that you can be able to bring what you desire into this world. And Neptune is the planet that's ruling for the rest of the year. So this is where it gets confusing because it's a deep spiritual growth for you. And Pluto, excuse me, Neptune is about imagining things coming into fruition for you, dreaming that things are coming into fruition for you, being able to go ahead and remove yourself from the illusions that are being created. So right now, this is why, Leo, this year you're gonna be back and forth on figuring out who your group is, how can you connect with them, because with this whole Neptune energy, spirituality is coming into play. So it's no longer you working from the logic perspective. It's more of you working with your spiritual self and seeing how you're going to be able to connect with other groups that are not these people. But spirit is like, don't hide. Do not hide, because you have a lot to offer, and your spirituality is going to heighten for the rest of the year because it's bringing you into your authentic self, so the illusion starts dying out. But with Neptune, some of you guys can be in that negative space and probably going into a little bit of addiction or finding coping mechanisms to be able to not deal with those people. Get rid of those people. Accept everything, meaning that you decide to let go of those people. Accept that you have the ability to create groups and make something happen. Look at this. On this day, affirm, my life is perfect. Appreciate everything and everyone in your life without doubt or expectations. Main important thing, expectations. Your goal, to learn that the way to set change in motion is to bless and feel grateful for even the most difficult part of our lives. This shit is difficult. Having to start over, having to trust people. What are you gonna bring to me? Are you gonna use my energy? Like, so all of that is what you're thinking about, and that's what you just like, fuck it. I ain't partnering up with nobody. But some of you guys do have to do this. For others of you, with the 6 of Swords, is really think if that project, place, personal thing is for you. Because if this is how you're feeling and this is what you're going to be doing for the rest of the year, where is your growth at? My mom attitude is about to come out. That's my ego. Watch it. All right, Cancer. Cancer. Y'all, let me know if y'all like these astrological dices. I like them. Cancer. Ooh. You got Jupiter. And also, when you get a chance, should you decide to check out your chart, you can also see what is the placements in that specific house that we mentioned here, so you can see how that energy is connected. I can't wait to do that. I can't wait. All right. Because I want to see what Spirit got for us. All right, Cancer, you got 11th house too. So you, just like Leo, you might be wanting to partner up with Leo so you guys can build this strength together. You have the water, Leo has the fire. Some of you guys may be partnering up with a Leo so that you guys can balance out that um, feminine feminine masculine energy. So with the 11th house, you are also looking for your tribe. You are also looking for your group. I'm hearing some of you guys are looking for your group to sell things to. Like you have, some of you guys have projects and don't know who your niche is or your tribe. 9 out of 10 times, the people that are going to be assisting you are right in front of you. And that could be, I'm not talking about friends and family. I'm not talking about friends and family. I'm talking about the people that you're in Facebook groups with, people that you like their page, or people is DMing you and asking you different things about what you post or whatever the case might be. So, and what comes natural to you. So these are things that are going to be coming out for you. So some of you guys, some of you Cancers are really going to be out there for the rest of the year. And that can mean out there in the internet, that can mean out there in the public, but you're definitely going to be out there. And it's going to be like a bang because you have Jupiter, the planet of expansion, luck, money. Oh, my Cancer, can I hang out with you? I'm being materialistic right now. Because what really, honestly, you're going to embody that energy that's going to cause you to create that ripple effect, right? And with Sagittarius being, Jupiter is one of the planets that rules Sagittarius, and it might be the only planet that rules Sagittarius. I'm not sure. Let's talk about this a little later. But Jupiter definitely talks about having an open mind. So if you're looking for your soul tribe, they may not look like your friends and your family. They may look a little bit different. They might be younger than you, and that's your soul tribe, and they following you. They might be older than you. So it's up to you to understand and use that discernment of who is in front of you asking you for things, so that you can assist them and help them out. Because you are also being called to dive into your intuition and your intellect, combine it together so that you can create. Because with Jupiter, honestly, it's about, some of you guys might even move this year. You might even move into a space where you're going to feel comfortable to share your gifts. You might travel and you might stay over there. Okay? Just know that there's going to be a higher learning. Yeah, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is that's it. That old energy is dying out. Moving away from that old energy and allowing yourself to take care of your feminine side, your emotional side, your feelings, your thoughts. You see this lady, she's just walking in and she's carrying her soul. I feel like this is her carrying her soul with the Nine of Wands. It's just like, all right, Spirit, I give up. Carry me on and take me where I need to be. So right now, it's not giving up on life. It's giving up on the control of what does not serve you. You want to take control of what does. So Spirit is like, I got you. So you're right now, with this change from Pisces to Aries, there are some feuds that are dying out, Cancer. And with the Nine of Wands, it's soon going to be time for you to take action, because you're going to have the support. You're going to have your team. For others of you, you definitely will be getting into a space of partnership when it comes to love. And you're just going to surrender. I feel so warm with this card. It's just like, carry me. Take me with you. So love is going to be, so if you guys, some of you guys get into a relationship, in the beginning it's going to be a little bit rocky, a little bit dark, because you're letting go of a lot of energies on how things used to be. Remember that they come with their own baggages. Get to know that. And again, with Jupiter, like for the rest of the year, just try the best not to take on too much. So now, if you have found your soul tribe and now all of a sudden you have 5 different types of soul tribe, no, bring it back. Because Jupiter also expands and then overdoes it. And your lesson, Mm. Pay attention to your body, because as you pay attention to your body, you're going to start understanding the feelings, right? Some of you guys, water is a great therapy for you guys. So if I don't know, the pool opens up, the pool was open last year, so I don't understand what. Anyways, focus. The pool opens up, or there's an indoor pool, go in there and start doing exercises in the pool, and that's going to help you out. But eating, one on this day, think about one thing that your body requires that it didn't need yesterday. Listen, observe, and pay attention to the physical, emotional, mental, and psychological stresses in your body and respond to one of them fully and consciously. Your goal to pay attention to your body in every way. So if you got that, yesterday my foot was hurting, right? I have feet problems. So my foot was hurting, it was swollen. I had to walk my dogs, but I pay attention to that and I just started focusing on that, giving myself Reiki energy, elevating my foot, and now it's much better. That's the type of attention that Spirit wants you to look into your body, Cancer, which makes a lot of sense. You guys are very homey. Um, if you I also see this as receive, for those of you who are cancers and part of Buy Me a Coffee, I see this as your frequency elevating as we do the Reiki and the meditation. So really for the rest of the year, make that goal to take care of your body, whether if it's walking every other day for 10 to 15 minutes. All right, Cancer? Gemini, used to fly. All right, Gemini, you got the fifth house, and then you also received the North Node. And it's funny how you received the South Node. The South Node is in Sagittarius for the rest of the year. And Sagittarius is actually your opposite sign. So, in other words, moving away from what Sagittarius is what Spirit wants you to embody at this current time. Meaning that Sagittarius, we moving away from the old belief, the old thinking. Some of you guys may be switching your religion, your philosophy, how you manifest. And so those are the things that are changing for you this year. And then it also happening in your fifth house. In your fifth house, it has to do with, again, creativity, children, home, partnership. Yes, partnerships. And so right now, if you have kids, the way you grew up, you're shifting the way you're gonna raise your kids. The way you dealt with other people in relationships, you're switching that up. You guys are picking up your creativity, so you're going to be changing the way you deal with money, changing the way you deal with your ideas. You're no longer just gonna think about your ideas. You're going to put them into practice, and you're going to develop something. And I'm getting develop something big. So developing a new project. Definitely, if you have any friends or family that can assist you in shifting those ideas, tap into them as well, because that's going to help you out. So your friends and family at this current time is going to assist you in making the shift. So if you are one of those Geminis who don't like to receive assistance, you could be stuck in that space, because this is the time for you to allow your friends and your family to come in and help you out. All right? So, what card did you get? Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Look at this person. This lady's doing everything on her own. She's pregnant. So this talks about literal, literal pregnancy and someone turning your significant other turning their back on you and not wanting to assist you. So you have to do everything by yourself. For others of you, is you doing everything by yourself and then complaining about it. So this talks about you really tapping in to receiving. And if you can see here, that's messages from Spirit coming to you. So it's just like Spirit is saying, chill, let them help you out. And as they help you out, you're going to start learning how to expand your ability to receive. And this is also birthing something new, birthing a new you, It could be literal birth. It could also be a project. So as you become creative, this is what's going to come into fruition. And with the Knight of Cups, it could be something impulsive. So some of you guys may be going into a project impulsively, so you want to bring it back just a little bit and understand what steps you want to take, right? Not just going with the flow when it comes to other people and their ideas. Start understanding with your ideas as well. Change directions, and 5 is about change. Personal creativity is the 5th house, all right? Know that healing sometimes depend on the strength, willingness, and ability to change directions. Many people postpone doing so due to fear or laziness, and then they wonder why they're not happy and healthy. Your goal to make one solid, effective healing choice by the end of the day that can positively change the direction of your life. You see what I'm saying? Allowing your friends and family to come in and assist you with this difficult change is definitely going to assist you. Capricornio. Capricornio, ya yo dije algo para usted. Lo que yo puedo hacer es mandarle un video para dejarle saber, pero básicamente estaba hablando de control, estaba hablando de un algo que se va a romper básicamente, como un vidrio que uno va a estar caminando y va a dejar mucha de nuestro pensamiento y personalidad a detrás. Pero si usted me da un segundo, ahora yo le mando personalmente lo que dijo las cartas, ¿ok? Deme un segundo. No se preocupe que yo le voy a decir. All right, so creating that change, Gemini, is definitely going to be change with friends and family is going to be monument for you for this year. So be open for that. And as you do that, and that's also receiving change in work. That's also accepting that you may have to change your position at work. That allows you to also become more creative because that job is no longer taking away making you upset or sad. That kills creativity, right? Being upset and sad put your creativity at a halt. All right, so we move into Taurus. Taurus, you have the 10th house that's basically ruled by by Saturn. And did you get Saturn? Saturn on Saturn? Let me see. Hold up. Oh no, you got Saturn and Uranus. All right. So you have the 10th house. So with the 10th house is about your career. So Taurus, your career is shifting. The way you bring your status into the world, shifting. Your reputation, shifting. The way you taking control and understanding your purpose, shifting. All of that is shifting for you for the rest of the year. So this talks about you taking control of your life when it comes to your career and how you want to move forward. And it's going to be by surprise because Uranus is the is the planet of surprises. It's about being rebellious. It's also ruled by Aquarius. So anything that has to do with your work, dealing with groups, understanding individualism, and pretty much being a humanitarian. So picking a job, a career that's going to allow you to embrace your humanitarian side is going to be coming in for you this year. In addition to that, you're also going to shift into a space that it wasn't predictable. You didn't even think about it. You might be some of you guys might be even writing a book that was not in your plans 6 months ago. And so you want to be in that space of listening to your logic mind at this current time. Listen to what your thoughts has to say, so you can eliminate what you don't want. Because remember, through Aries is about our ego. So you want to bring your ego to the side for a little bit. Feel what you truly want your reputation to be in the world. Let it come out. Plan it, but don't be too strict on your plans, because Uranus is going to switch it up for you. So there's a grand shift for you. There's a lot going on. I'm getting a lot of messages for Taurus. And Uranus is in your house at this current time. So Uranus is in the house of money shifting, right, which is Taurus. So for you, when it comes to your house, it's important for you to understand that Uranus is also shifting how you look at, which then your career changes. And then as your career changes, you're able to then be happy about what you're doing in the world. Taurus, you got a lot going on, right? Because Uranus is in Taurus to show you about your possessions, like, you know, what do you value, what you don't value, what are your skills, and as you do that, that's how your career starts changing. And with the Sun card, whatever you're thinking about is a yes. Whatever you're going to be doing as a career, as a new beginning, is a yes. Allow your spirits and your angels to come through and assist you. With the Sun, your thoughts and ideas and your changes are going to be illuminated. So it is great for you to go ahead and make these changes within the next year, so that you can be able to help out others, help out yourself, and help out others. Some of you guys may also be wanting to create an institution. You might have had the chance to take over a building. You might have been able to have a chance to take over, an office. So because of everything that's been happening, there's a lot of opportunities. So Taurus, some of you Taurus might be able to partner up with somebody to take over that space to then start creating. All right, y'all. Oh, wait. Eyes hype. I was hype. Be proactive, Taurus. Be proactive. Recognize one of the major areas of insecurities in your life and see how much it disempowers you. Then identify one small action you can take to release that insecure feeling. Your goal to observe whether you're proactive or passive, since healing requires proactive energy. So Taurus, should you decide that you don't want to change your career, should you decide that you don't want to expand your thoughts and ideas with others, should you decide to not care about your reputation, you don't have to be proactive, but this is the energy that Spirit is giving you, so you can start shifting what's coming into your life. And last but not least, we got Aries. Aries, we got the 12th house. Oh my God. The 12th house is about true transformation, Pisces energy, Neptune energy, self-sabotage, being stuck to institution, a little bit of solitude. So, and then the planet, it don't get any better than this. It really does not get better. The planet that is also assisting us is fucking Neptune. And the reason why I say it like that is because Neptune rules the 12th house. So this is Piscean energy, illusions, being able to stay stuck. So right now, Aries, what Spirit is asking us to move away from and to focus on is how we self-sabotage ourselves, how we create events and ideas that are not fair, how we treat ourselves spiritually. Are we tapping into our spiritual growth? Are we letting go of that energy that doesn't serve us? And it would make sense because we're right before Pisces. So for us being right before Pisces, we are still lingering and carrying that energy in. So for the rest of the year, Spirit wants us to focus on lots of ending and just making sure that we really be kind to ourselves. If you're gonna be, if you're around too many people, be by yourself for a little bit. Allow yourself to understand what's your energy, Aries, and that's gonna assist you in bringing in who you truly are, right? Because again, our season is about initiating things. So as you start initiating your ability to not self-sabotage yourself, you're going to start seeing changes. I know myself, I definitely self-sabotage myself. I want to do something and then I go, but how am I going to do it? This and this and this and this and this and this. I do that, and to me it's just like, those things has not happened. And I say this to people all the time, those things has not happened, so why are you worrying about those things? But when it comes to me, it's just like, those things has not happened. So you want to move yourself away from that. And that is due to the way we grew up, how people put these thoughts and thoughts and saying in our mind, right? Like, money doesn't grow on trees. Money's made out of paper, so technically it does grow on trees. So those type of things, and shifting your mindset on your spirituality and what you believe in and your philosophy, those are the things that are really going to be coming in for us this year. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in manifestation? Are those things something that you're going to be looking into? And allowing yourself to transcend, because your spiritual life is shifting. That's what it really is. Your spiritual life is shifting. The Ten of Wands. Look at this. How do we say our spiritual life is shifting? And look at that hand coming in from the sky and tapping. And the Ten of Wands is, the number 10 is about completion. So Aries, we have to really tap into that self-sabotage, because this is the end of it. Should we put in tools and practices to allow us to shift away from not feeling like we deserve anything? It's going to be the last time that we need to do this. Meaning, like, the next time it comes up, we are able to attack it, and we're not going to let it go on for years. So for some of us, this has been a 10-year span of self-sabotage. Being scared of success. No more scared of success. In whatever area of your life that is. If that's in love, some of you guys is love. Love, you scared to be in love. You scared to move forward. And so by you being scared, you miss out. It's time to stop missing out on what you want in life. And this is a dolo mission. You see that? That solitude is you and spirit that's going to be riding out this year. That doesn't mean don't be in a relationship, but what that means is, like, what do you feel first, and then how you're going to bring that out. Woo! Wait. The 12th house, guys. I'm gonna go cry about this. I'm gonna cry my eyes out. All right. And last but not least, y'all remember this reading is for a whole year. Like, don't forget. Come back to this. I'll remind us. Observe your conversation. Does that make any sense? Self-sabotage. I told y'all. Observe the conversations you engage in today. Are you productive or mean spirit? Are you filled with gossip or stimulating information? Your goal, to recognize the quality of information you feed your mind each day. Snuff said. I don't gotta say anymore. All right. So that concludes our beautiful astrological year prediction. It's a heavy one, but at the same time is one that we need to transform. So you guys already know, you guys can reach out to people to help you with this. There's a lot of mental health counselors, there's a lot of Reiki healers, tarot cards, natal chart. There's different ways for you to embody this energy. So I would advise you guys to take this information, write it down in a journal, and start assisting yourself in understanding what's actually happening within you, because these shifts are major. All right. So ahora yo te voy a hablar a ti al lado para darte la información que yo di aquí. Pero para todo el mundo, I see you guys. I'm going to learn how to incorporate Spanish and English in this, y'all. I'm going to have to talk to my spirits.